Okay folks, today we have a Miller welder here with a 23 horsepower Kohler engine on it. I'm going to start it up for you and let you guys see it run and show you a few things after it kicks down to idle. I'll turn it off and show you some interesting things that I found. Okay, I'm going to walk over behind the unit and fire it up, and I'll come back over here. Alright, so let's see here. Turn the ignition on. See the hour meter power up. Set the choke, and we'll fire it up. Okay, just a sec here. Alright, we're back. You all seen it. Looks like it's running pretty good. I'm going to take the valve cover off on the left side here. Right side, whatever the hell you want to call it. But I'm going to take it off and show you some interesting things, okay? Seems to run pretty damn good here. But wait till you see what's inside. That funny looking stuff on the valve cover there is silicone that somebody put on it to cover a hole. You'll see what the hole is from in just a sec. I've removed some of the parts here already, but I just can't believe that this thing is still running. And you'll see that in a moment. Okay, see a lot of oily, messy stuff here. If you notice, these rocker arms are moving and rattling around pretty loose. The push rods and the valve lifters are removed. Still ran pretty good, huh? Alright, I'm going to go down here to the cover for the air cleaner where I got a bunch of the parts. Bring them out here. Alright. This part right here, it's called a lifter. It actuates the push rods, which open and close the valves in the engine. This one's all together. It's got a little plunger, spring-loaded plunger in there. This one's actually frozen solid. It will not move. This is one of two push rods. The lifters push on the push rods, which in turn move the rocker arms and the valves open and close. Got a good nick in it. This is the exhaust valve lifter. Looks not too bad there until you look here. Gee, the internal parts are completely missing. Where the hell did they go? Because they sure weren't up in here where they should be. And if the lifters are installed in their places on either side here, there's nowhere that those internal parts could have gone, and there's no passage large enough for them to go through. So somebody was in it. That was the exhaust lifter. This is the intake valve lifter. Still together, but frozen. Here, if I can zoom out a little and you can see it, this is the intake valve push rod. Now, anybody that knows anything about internal combustion engines is probably sitting there scratching their head right now wondering what the hell is going on. How could this thing run as good as it does, seemingly with no shaking or vibration or loss of power? The welder still perfectly welds. The generator portion works as well. The complaint originally is that it wasn't charging the battery, and the battery would go dead after a few days. That was actually caused by a burnout voltage regulator and a burnout alternator as well. This is the alternator coil, or stator. You can see how some of the windings are burnt. That, in addition to the regulator, which is a sealed electronic part, was also burnt at its mounting points where it's connected to the engine. Hard to believe that this damn thing works so good.